In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can create a fake sunset using Photoshop. Hey, what's up guys, Dhruval here, and before I start the video, I'm going to use this image and this C image from deviantart.com. So if you want to use any of these images, the download link is in description, so feel free to use it. Now onto the manipulation. So this is my model image and you can go to file and open any image you want. Now I'm gonna double click here and unlock the background. So first of all, we need to cut her from the background. So I'm going to use my quick selection tool and just make a selection around her like that. And while you make the selection, make sure that you do not include this white part of the dress because it is not properly cropped and it won't look really good while we composite it, and it's also become a pain in the ass, I say. So just ignore that part and just take the red part, and it will also add up really nicely, so you do not need to worry about that. And once this type of selection is ready, the quick selection will not work on this portion. So once you make this amount of selection in the model, go and select your magnetic lasso tool, and in the magnetic lasso make sure it's a second option. So now for the leftover area, start clicking here and make a selection something like this. And in the hair, it doesn't have to be extremely accurate, it just have to be average. So that seems fine, and now make a selection. So this way we just cut her from the background, and once this is ready, click here on this mask icon, so it will cut her from the background. Done. Now go back to your C image and grab your move tool from here and move it directly here and drop it here and put it under the lady so we can see it in the background. Now we need to make the composition proper, so select your model layer and press Ctrl T, and I'm gonna make it slightly smaller so that it fits better in the background. So that looks really beautiful. And then now select your crop tool from here and then make it slightly bigger like this, so that we can see the sky even better. So that looks really nice to me, and hit enter. And I might also make her slightly bigger. You need to keep adjusting this type of stuff, like it won't get ready in just once. So just keep on adjusting it until you get it completely right as per you want. So this is ready. Now if you zoom in, you can see like her hair looks really horrible. And to fix that, select her layer and select the mask, then right click and select on refine mask. Now as you can see, it's on a white background, so you can go here and reveal layer or whatever you want. So I'm just gonna keep it on a white so that we can see it properly. And then I'm gonna make a selection around her head like this. So as you can see, it is cutting out hair pretty good, and just keep doing it until you get it right. So that looks really good, and a bit there. Good. Now hit OK. But if you see closely, you can see like the hair doesn't look very good. So here's what you have to do. Hold down your Alt key and click on this mask, so it will show you the actual mask. Then select your brush tool and make sure it's black color. Right click and make sure hardness is around like 20%, not very much. And then just simply erase this part like this, and you will be good to go. So just erase it like this, and that's great. So just take your time. These things can be pretty lengthy sometimes, but this is the key part. If you get this one proper, everything else will turn out like really good, and all the work will pay off. So just take your time, and you don't need to do this in every image. If your image is shot properly on a really good background, like this won't be required. So I would suggest shooting in front of gray background or white background if you want to follow this step. So this looks pretty good to me. Now to go on normal mode, just again hold your Alt key and click on the mask. So we are good to go. So as you can see, it looks much better now, and you can anytime like adjust it like this, and it will work out beautifully. Now after the basic setup is ready, we need to adjust the color of the background because it's ridiculously saturated. So go to your adjustment layer and select hue and saturation. And into the hue and saturation, make sure you selected masters, and then decrease the saturation a bit, maybe 20%, and then lightness. It's on your personal choice, however you want. And then I'm gonna adjust the hue even a little bit, so that seems fine. It's total random. You like if you change the image, the numbers will change totally. And now again go back and select your levels. In the levels I need to adjust the blue color, so I'm gonna go to the blues, and then I'm gonna add up a bit of colors from here and then change my midtones from here, so it will make it look even better and slightly darkish. So that seems nice to me, and that is actually pretty good. So if I turn this both on and off, you can see that enormous difference, that's called difference. So that looks really good. So since the background is ready, we need to adjust the model layer now. So select a model layer, go to adjustment layer and select brightness and contrast, and now click on this little icon here. So now whenever you change anything, it will only affect the model and not the background. So that is really handy. And then you need to like decrease your brightness like to totally, let's say 140, that's enough. Then select your mask and press Ctrl I. So temporary everything is hidden. So now all you have to do is just select your brush tool and start painting with black color in the middle area, like this. And right click and let me make it 0% hard, and then start painting in the middle portion like this. It might look slightly horrible right now, but once you get it done, it will look really good. So basically I'm trying to make her darker and the like border of her body and skin brighter, because the sun is going to be here like this. Let me show you the original file. This is where the sun is going to be, so we need to make her look like that to match the lighting. So I'm just gonna paint on the inner parts like this. So since the background, like the inside is dark, we need to make the outside brighter. So again create a new adjustment layer and select brightness contrast, and this time let's first make it clipping mask, and then this time increase the brightness like this, so that looks really good. And then select your mask, press Ctrl I, and then start painting on the outside area with white color, so it will make it even brighter, and that looks beautiful. And that's it. So let me paint a little bit here and there too. Actually this is the part where you have to do all the hard work, then it's just simple color correction, so make sure you do it properly. And if I turn it on and off, you can see that beautiful difference. You can also adjust the contrast like this. So I can add a bit of contrast here and then go in here and then add a bit of a contrast so that it looks even better. So that seems kind of fine to me. And if I turn it on and off, you can see that difference. So now it really seems that the sun can fit in on this area. So now it's time to add the sun. So create a new blank layer and then fill in the black color. So I'm just gonna get my paint bucket here and then fill in the black color. Now we need to add the sun, so go to filter, render, and go to lens flares, and then I'm gonna select this one. You can select any one that you like, but I like this one always more, so you can put it in center or anywhere. So I'm just gonna put it here like that, hit OK, and then change your blending mode to the screen, so you can adjust your sun anyhow you want. So I'm just gonna put it here like that, and you can even make it brighter. Just go to your image adjustment, brightness contrast, and then make it brighter like this, so that also helps a lot. So let me make it slightly brighter. Okay, that's beautiful, hit OK. Now you need to change the color of it, so go to image adjustment and go to hue saturation, and here first of all select the colorize and then increase the saturation a bit, and then change the hue until it looks something like you want. So that seems kind of fine to me, hit OK. And then we need to enlarge the lighting, so create another blank layer and select your brush tool. Make sure it is the first really soft one like we used all the time, and then select any orangish color. You can pick it up from here, and then let's select this one like this, then make it really bigger like that, and then just make a click and then change the blending mode to the screen. So if I turn it on and off, you can see that beautiful difference, and you can always make it bigger by pressing Ctrl T. So let me make it slightly bigger and then adjust it somewhere here, so that looks really nice, and hit enter to confirm. So now it's time to adjust the color of the overall image. So select this layer and then on top of everything select your photo filter from here, and then make sure you select the second one and then increase the density until it matches. So I think 45, 46 looks fine, and if you turn it on and off you can see that really good difference it makes. So that is really nice. After that we need to create a vignetting, so go and create a new gradient like this, and in the gradient instead of this orange color let's make it black one, and hit OK, and make sure you have selected foreground to transparent, and then you will have this type of gradient. Hit OK, and instead of linear make it radial, and let's reverse it so it's on the outside, and increase the scale to a bit. Okay, that seems really fine. Hit OK, and change the blending mode to the soft light. So if I turn it on and off you can see that beautiful difference. Then create another adjustment layer and select a solid color, and in the solid create a dark color, like it should be really close to the black but not the black one. Okay, so that seems fine. Hit OK, and then change the blending mode to the exclusion. So if I turn it on and off you can see the difference. Now go back and make it even more less darker so it blends better. Hit OK, and if you can, as you can see, like it looks really nice now. Then create another adjustment layer and this time select the vibrance and make it like 100%, but that seems way too much, so let's keep it to let's say 60 seems really nice. So vibrance is important so that you can have those vibrant colors, so that looks beautiful, and I can increase it a little bit more. I guess 70 also looks really nice. And then create final adjustment layer and select levels, sorry, curves, my mistake, select curves, and increase this slider a little bit from here, not way too much, just a slide, and then go to your blues and add a bunch of blues. Now let's just go back into the levels and adjust this thing a bit into the blues. So let me adjust it. Okay, so let me add a bit of yellow, not that too much. So if you slide it this way it will make it yellow, and slide it this way it will make it blue, so we need more yellow. So that seems actually really nice. So as you can see it makes a lot of difference. So this is the final output, and if you have any question regarding to this video feel free to ask me in the comments, and if you really did learn something hit that like button, it helps my video a lot. Now if you want to learn how to create this type of effect in an urban background, click the box on the right. Or if you want to learn how to turn a day photo into a night photograph, click the box on the left. And if you want to get an update every time I upload a new video, you can hit that subscribe button. Plus you can go to my channel and check out more than 50 free Photoshop tutorials. So till then, goodbye, take care and have some fun with Photoshop.